We are officially 2 weeks in. Welcome to my journey of writing a novel in 90 days and sharing every bit of that with you on this channel. This is day 14 for me. So I'm going to do a recap of the last 14 days, share my thoughts on how it's gone, of course, share day 14's writing, and go over what my goals are for this project, just in case you're new and you haven't seen the previous videos. I'm James Winterthorn, and I am writing a novel in 90 days with a digital course that I created earlier this year with the purpose of helping students write novels in 90 days. And so I started this project with zero, basically with just my own skills that I had previously, but the desire to just write a Western. I always wanted to write a Western, and this seemed like a great opportunity to do that. Except I really didn't have an idea of what I wanted this story to be. Didn't have any idea for who characters were. No plot line. Really didn't have anything except a desire to do it. And so this is a great opportunity for me to use N90 Novel Roadmap to help me outline what a story could look like, have a little content to be inspired with, and just get started without all of the things that hold us up when we want to get to writing a novel. So my goals for this project are to write a novel of 80,000 words or more. That is the generally accepted minimum length of a novel. I know there's some different numbers floating out there. I want to complete the first draft in under 90 days. I plan to record all of my writing sessions and to present them here on YouTube. Once the draft is done, I'm going to edit it as efficiently as possible. I'm going to create some cover art, and then I'm going to publish this project straight to Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. And I want to share this journey with you so you can see what it looks like. Maybe you wanted to write a novel. Maybe you wanted to get that novel into the hands of other people and just didn't know what that looked like. And so I'm here just going through the steps, putting it all out there so you can see it. And so that's what I've been working on for the past 14 days, and what I will continue to work on until this project is done, about 76 days from now. Maybe before then, we'll see. I've got good progress, and if I keep this pace up, I'm going to make it, but I haven't done it yet. So keep watching and find out. So today is day 14. You can see from the video clip that I'm about to share that I figured out my webcam a little better. I don't record this portion of the video on my webcam because the settings are just not as good. But I figured it out a little bit, so I'm a little clearer in the video. But day 14, we pick up where Davies had just told Mercer the story of his father in the immediate events before he got picked up by the Confederacy. So he's gravely wounded. Mercer is also shot through the shoulder. And we're going to see what happens to these two guys sitting by the creekside now. So let's get on to the first portion of day 14. So in terms of the writing style, this is a lot of dialogue between the two characters. And I wanted it to feel a little surreal and maybe even a little confusing, um, where it seems like Davies is ready to go and Mercer's ready to help him. But Davies understands what's happening in this moment. And so I wanted it to be meaningful, but not overly so that it takes away from the scene. It just kind of happens. And Davies has his moment here. So I wanted to have a really metaphoric description happening, and have it be meaningful, but not overdo it. And so here I'm really going to focus on description and trying to get the scene, trying to get the environment to be a witness to these events that have happened. And they're in Kansas, and if you don't know, Kansas is the sunflower state. So I have put sunflowers in the setting, trying to be a little accurate to what the setting might really be. So that was a very impactful moment too. It was still the aftermath of what happened at the beginning of the chapter. And Mercer carries on alone, and he's still in bad shape. So we don't know what's going to happen to him. We know this is a year before, so he comes out of this, but we don't know how. And so that's what we are going to discover in future writing sessions. So let's get on with the second part of day 14. I wanted to have some time passing. So I have a storm come through and blow some wind and rain on Mercer and his horse. So trying to describe that in a meaningful way. I didn't want it to be the scene, so I just wanted to have it have happened. And still just really focus on description and the environment here. And again, this is like our desert scene. Really just trying to have it be a little surreal for him as he's going through these events. Again, I don't focus on formatting a lot when I'm drafting. And I'll talk about this more later, maybe after we finish the draft. But if you over format your document when it comes to publishing it, and you either send it to a publisher or you try to plug it into the software yourself, too much formatting can throw whatever that system is throw it through a ringer, make your document all wonky. So you notice I don't even put tabs or indentations on any of the paragraphs. I don't bother with margins or anything like that. I don't even really bother. This is the default setting on just about everything in Word. So you notice that I don't do a lot of that. But I do keep I basically just put a scene break in there. I don't know if I did that for my own purpose, but I did that so it's a very clear delineation between events. Even though it's still Mercer, it's still after what happened there, I needed to have that be a very clear separation. So I started a new scene. He wakes up in a strange place, and trying to keep his feeling of just uncertainty paramount here. So this was good. I liked where this was heading. We're going to meet a new character soon. and have a new some new interactions to have and new content to explore. So really looking forward to that. Let's get to the line of the day for day 14. Davies watched the flow over the rocks like the sins and nightmares experienced and committed, rolled over and floating away to be disseminated and filtered until their traces were but sand and rock upon which a new and better world would be built. So that was a very long sentence, but I like it a lot. It might be a little too much, but I wanted him to have a moment of somehow the things that he did are forgiven in some way, and it just happens to be the flow of the creek before him. And maybe it's not that his sins are forgiven as much as he's able to let go of them. So I like this line a lot. I know it's a long one. I did that on purpose. And I hope it's not like it's tough. I hope it's not hard to follow and that it's a good metaphor. So that's day 14. We are 2 weeks in and going strong. We have a new scene to develop for tomorrow, new character to explore. Really looking forward to that. I hope you'll join me there. If you are curious about this project and the course that I'm using for this project, follow the link below to N90 Novel Roadmap. Otherwise, click like and subscribe so I can talk to you tomorrow. So go back to before all the line of the day business. So go back to before the tomorrow business, talking to me in the future.